since she is prone to manipulating the truth. Previously, she had talked about how hard it was living a plural life because of the fear that comes with the family being separated. Since polygamy wasn't legal, she felt the pressure not to disclose the information. But during a recent episode, she revealed she went to a private church school. Likewise, she has discussed how her father wasn't present for many parts of her life, which is why she wants Kody Brown to step up and reconnect with his kids. Did Robyn Brown really grow up fearing being a polygamist? On Reddit, several Sister Wives fans discuss how Robyn Brown didn't seem to have a polygamist childhood. First, a user says, "Doesn't everyone involved need to know?" Then, they add, "Okay, so I was thinking about Robyn saying she grew up in polygamy and that she had multiple mums and siblings, but then she goes on to say they didn't live in the same state as the other mum. Now this wasn't just with her dad. When researching it seemed this applied to her stepfather also, so she never had to lie at school about other kids not being her siblings. Her dads never had to deny her as there wouldn't have been two wives in one state at the same time, and she therefore wasn't raised in polygamy. To me, it sounds like her mom was the affair partner more than once. Do the wives always know about each other?" Furthermore, the Redditor questions if Robyn Brown's mom was the side piece. She says, "So the next question is, don't all of the wives have to know there are other wives for it to be polygamy? How can you be married to two people unless you're a bigamist? I understand the whole spiritual marriage, but again, wouldn't all wives need to be in on it and it have to be done in a church in front of people? When Robyn's mom visited, why didn't her other mom come? And why did she say her stepfather only claimed her publicly when Sisters Wives came out?" Then, the Redditor adds, "So does that mean that she didn't know his other children and developed a relationship with them later, therefore offering one of his kids' children a nanny job to create this close polygamist family dynamic?" She lies about everything and you can only Google parts of the truth. You can't go off anything she says, because the next series she says the complete opposite. Come on guys, what are the facts? Another fan adds, "Robyn's mom was 100% the other woman. This is always a question I have. Why does she say she had these relationships one minute and then the next minute say they lived miles away and dad was always traveling?" The original poster adds, "This is a thing that gets me. If the other wife knew, would she not compromise and let him do Christmas here this year and there next year, alternate them to be fair? Seems he spent the holidays with his real family." But someone else explains the competition among wives was brutal. Her life of polygamy looked different. Although Robyn Brown's polygamist lifestyle was different from the Browns, it wasn't uncommon. Someone else points out, "We've never heard of them or seen them for Christine or Mary either though. Their other moms have never been on the show or anything. And Robyn's version of polygamy isn't uncommon in their culture." When the family met the girls from escaping polygamy, they talked about how their dads had different houses with different wives and kids, and they drop off a box of moldy food. Another person clarifies, there is extremely minimal evidence that she had any real-life experience with day-to-day polygamist family life. Early year Robyn Brown may have had a closer polygamist experience. However, other Sister Wives fans had more information about Robyn Brown's childhood. One person says, "The current AUB prophet's daughter and her husband have confirmed that both Robyn's bio dad and stepdad Paul lived polygamy on the compound. Alice and her children lived there until Paul moved them out of state. We've never been told why. Maybe his first wife hated Alice or hated living polygamy." Kody made some sort of ugly comment in one of his interviews about how awful it would be if Paul had to spend eternity with his first wife. Likewise, someone adds, "There's people who grew up in the AUB and knew Robyn that say it is legit her family was a polygamous family, a normal or common one. I mean, I'm talking about No Test to Self 44 on TikTok and YouTube, but I don't have specific links. So maybe the stepfather had a job offer in another state, one wife was able/happy to move and the other one, Robyn's mom, didn't? Similar to Janelle staying when Kody and co moved to Utah because she had a job and a routine she didn't want to give up." On this season of Sister Wives, Robyn Brown's adult daughters asked permission to attend a new church. While fans found that situation extremely bizarre, it seems that things are about to get a little worse. In a preview for Sunday night's upcoming episode, Robyn will help her daughters interview pastors to determine if a church is suitable for them to attend. But in the preview, Robyn seems to completely take over the process and won't even let Aurora and Brianna have a voice. Robyn Brown and her girls interview pastors. When Sister Wives returns on Sunday, fans will watch Robyn, Brianna, and Aurora interview pastors. However, the girls won't get much of a chance to speak. We grew up in a fundamentalist Mormon community and went to church there, and after moving we stopped going to church and doing it regularly, Aurora explains before Robyn interrupts her. Because we didn't have a community and church to go to, Robyn interjects. The state of Utah was threatening prosecution because of our beliefs because we were a plural family. And so, we basically moved because we were trying to be able to be a family without being torn apart or thrown in jail. Well, our community has a ton of diverse. It's one of my favorite things, is there are people who are ultra-charismatic Christians, we have people who grew up Islamic, Mormon, atheist, it's actually one of the things I find the most beautiful about it, the pastor replies. In a confessional, Robyn admits that she appreciated the pastors didn't chastise her for living polygamy and that they provided an inclusive space for them. Sister Wives viewers find the situation pretty appalling. In the YouTube comments, viewers admitted they found the scene incredibly cringeworthy. Brianna and Aurora Brown are both adults, but Robyn wouldn't even let them speak for themselves in the meeting. Comments included. They're adults. According to Cody, they should not be living at home. At least that's how he treated his other kids. Also, they're adults, why do they need permission to go to church? They look like they're on the verge of tears all the time. I'm concerned for their mental and emotional wellness. So the adult girls aren't even allowed to select the church they want to attend on their own. Such ridiculousness. Why can't these young women just go to a few churches to find what suits them? Why must deceitful Robyn have to tag along and interview the pastor? This defies logic and reeks of inauthenticity. More putting on for the cameras.